All right, well, today I put on the nice jacket for you. I got the fire mask just to show you how frustrating this story is. And that is how I got a full ride scholarship to a university that I didn't actually end up going to because it fell through at the last second. And I'm going to explain all that. And so my girlfriend in high school, we were both graduating and we were going to go to this same school. And it was an out-of-state school, and her dad was going to pay for all of her stuff. And I'm not going to say, oh, she used daddy's money. If my parents were like, hey, we'll give you all this money for school, I would also gladly accept that. So there's no shame in using your parents' money if they're willing to offer it. I would say it's a resource and use it. This school ended up costing her about $50,000 for the first semester. I obviously, as a kid who just finished high school, had no way of being able to afford that without going into an obscene amount of debt, which I was not going to do. And as a kid who had done homeschool and online school for a while, and so their credits were all out of whack, the only thing I had that looked good was my ACT score. I did pretty well on that. But anyways, so it's like, what do I have that a university would give me free school for? Obviously, I'm not obscenely smart. I did choir for a little bit. So I found the one thing that I'm good at that I doubt they had a ton of options for, and that was video editing, which I know to a lot of you might say, well, your videos suck at editing. Yeah, you're right, because you are watching the bedroom filmed on an iPhone videos that I make. However, I love editing videos. I've watched so many videos on how to edit videos. So I asked myself, what do I have to offer this university that they don't already have? And I was watching their YouTube videos and I think they have a TikTok account. Yeah, they do now. And I was watching these videos and they absolutely suck. Their TikToks were just freaking CapCut templates. And they were already like, the ones they were posting were ones that had been trending a week before that. So at that point they were already dead. And so I made this beautifully edited video with drone shots, and every 1.5 seconds it was changing angles, but my whole sentence and my whole lines were all smooth all the way through. It wasn't like it was obvious, like, oh, he's talking here and it was talking there, like I voiced over it. It was beautiful. I spent so much time on this video, and then I made a TikTok tagging them. And if you go look through TikToks of tagged universities, you won't find it. I deleted it forever ago and it didn't get a lot of views. But I tagged the university, and all it was a video of me just saying, hey, watch the video on my YouTube. And so that video looks very amateur. It's just me talking with tagging the university. And then they see this beautifully edited video, and they're like, damn, this is really impressive. And the problem is they didn't have a ton of different editing scholarships. So I was on the phone with the university and all these different call people for probably a total of 13 hours trying to figure out how I could get a scholarship for video editing, which was wild. And you're like, oh, we do this, we give money to small businesses if they pay it back. And the offer that I eventually gave them was like, I will get you 100 million views in the 4 years that I'm there, which would make you way more money and get you way more advertising than the school itself ever would get. And getting 100 million views isn't as hard as it would sound, I want to say, because especially with TikToks and YouTube Shorts, so many people are scrolling through so many of those that it's not even that hard anymore, I want to say. I mean, it's still hard for sure, but not as hard as it used to be. So if I haven't gotten you that by the time I've graduated or finished those 4 years, I will pay you back. And I had all these interviews and stuff, and then I had this meeting with the head administrator, and that's where it kind of falls apart, is the schedule didn't line up, and then they kind of ghosted me, and they're like, okay, your video editing's well, if all this works out, we will give you a full ride scholarship. And then we never got to that final meeting, so I sent him an email, just to his personal email, and said, hey man, when are we meeting? And he never responded. I don't know. And their videos that they post are still absolutely garbage, so obviously they didn't get that filled. I don't know. But I didn't end up going to that school, which is fine because that girl I was dating and I broke up anyways. And now I'm going to go to Utah Valley University, just because it's in-state. So it's the cheapest university. It's not a community college that I could find. And it's just cool. It's close by to where I live, and it's not as exciting, but I'll take a video editing class, and I'll probably do medical school, but I'll take a video editing class. And that's just kind of the story of how, I don't know, that's the shortened version, but if you want something, you just have to find different angles and find a way to get it, and you will get it. That stupid scholarship thing that I didn't even end up getting, I probably put a total of 80 or 90 hours into all the editing and calls and meetings and all the different people I talked to, and it still didn't even work. So if you want, I mean, I could have kept at it, but I didn't want to get so persistent that it was annoying, and I just gave up. I haven't talked to him, and I don't want to go there anymore, so it doesn't even matter. But if you want something, just keep trying until you get it. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? But that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.